This was to be carried out by a series of targeted assassinations of civil and military authorities, starting with the neutralization of the comrade of Captain Ibrahim Traore, head of state, president of Burkina Faso, either shooting him at point-blank range or by an action to mine his home.
In the early hours of January 3rd, while the world was talking about Maduro and Trump, Burkina Faso was shaken again. Reports began to circulate of another failed coup attempt, this time allegedly targeting the government of Captain Ibrahim Traore. But unlike past moments of uncertainty, what followed was unexpected. According to statements attributed to government officials, an attempted coup was uncovered and neutralized. The most shocking claim? That during the unfolding events, live gunfire occurred, and Captain Ibrahim Traore was directly threatened, but escaped unharmed. Officials insist the situation was swiftly brought under control and that the perpetrators were apprehended. As with many breaking developments in transitional governments, details remain limited, and information is tightly managed. But one thing is clear. This was not a routine security scare. This was a direct challenge to power. To understand why Traore attracts this level of danger, you must understand what he represents. Since taking power, Ibrahim Traore has positioned himself as anti-imperial influence, pro-African sovereignty, openly critical of Western military dominance aligned with regional military governments seeking independence from old power structures. To supporters, he is a symbol of African resistance. To critics, both internal and external, he is unpredictable, defiant, and too radical. History tells us something important. Leaders who disrupt established systems rarely sleep peacefully. Burkina Faso is not alone. Across the Sahel, Mali, Niger, Guinea, we are witnessing a pattern. Military-led governments, repeated coup attempts, internal fractures within armed forces, foreign interests quietly watching, and sometimes influencing events. What happened or was attempted in Burkina Faso fits into a regional struggle over who controls Africa's future. This is not just about one man, it is about direction. While officials claim the coup attempt failed, many questions remain unanswered. Who were the real masterminds? Were they insiders or external proxies? Was this an isolated incident or part of a larger plan? In African politics, silence is never accidental. What is not said often matters more than what is announced. So what really happened? And why does Burkina Faso keep finding itself at the center of these power struggles? Let's break it down. The image you're seeing is striking in its simplicity. A civilian voice, an open field, no armored vehicles, no uniforms. And yet, the message behind it is powerful. Make Africa great. One Africa, one love. This isn't just commentary. It reflects a growing public sentiment across parts of Africa that political instability must not be allowed to derail sovereignty, unity, and self-determination. Reports claim that thousands of Burkinabe citizens took to the streets, marched toward key government areas, expressed open support for the current leadership. Whether symbolic or spontaneous, this response reflects a deeper reality. Many citizens are tired of cycles of instability. Many see repeated coup attempts as threats to national survival, not political solutions. Burkina Faso sits at the crossroads of multiple crises. Armed insurgency, economic hardship, regional power shifts, and competing global interests. Since Captain Ibrahim Traore took power, the country has pursued a more independent political posture, aligning itself with regional partners seeking to reduce external influence. History shows us something important. When nations attempt to redefine their path, resistance, internal and external, often follows. It is important to say this clearly. Not every rumor is truth. Not every accusation is fact. But it is also true that Burkina Faso has faced multiple destabilization attempts in a short period of time. That alone raises serious questions and the sustainability of political transitions in fragile states. What is happening in Burkina Faso is not isolated. Across Africa, citizens are asking deeper questions. Who controls our politics? Who benefits from instability? And why do transitions towards sovereignty face so much resistance? These are uncomfortable questions, but necessary ones. Burkina Faso narrowly avoided another violent turning point. Unity cannot be forced, stability cannot be improvised, and sovereignty must be protected, not just by leaders, but by institutions and citizens alike, like subscribe for more.